Good morning, and yet again, good morning, honey. You already know who it is, but I don't mind giving you a slight reminder. It's your good friend, your best friend, your good Judy, your next door neighbor, your cousin, your nephew, and I've recently been promoted to great aunt. Thank you for tuning in to the final Sassy Assy Saturday. And I ask that you just work with me and be patient with me. I'm not feeling the best this morning, but we're going to keep pushing anyway, right? So, just a couple of things I would like to say. Good morning, Asia. Thank you for tuning in on this morning. Again, as I mentioned earlier and also in my post yesterday, this is going to be the last Sassy Assy Saturday. All of our production and everything is going to be now on Wednesdays on What's the LGBT. So we invite you to tune in on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific. Hey, Philip. So this Sassy Assy Saturday started last year, and it started as me just being fun and dancing and, dropping, some wisdom. But it really grew to be something that I really, really enjoy. And so I just want to thank you all for tuning in for a year. That means a lot. So I want to talk to you a little bit about unleashing your unicorn power, right? So Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines unleash as a verb meaning to free from or as if from a leash to let loose, to throw, shoot, or set in motion forcefully. When I first read it, it kind of sounded harsh to me because I'm like, you're talking about words that are throw and force and let loose. It sounded violent. It sounded harsh to me. But then I thought about what are we actually trying to accomplish here? And when you're talking about unleashing your unicorn power, sometimes that is a fight. When you're thinking about living your life unapologetically and unashamed, sometimes that's a struggle. I had to fight bullshit that I was taught, things that I had to unlearn, crap that I began to believe about myself that was nowhere near true. And I began to believe that stuff, and I had to leave all of that behind. But what's next? The point of unleashing your unicorn power is to propel you into next level confidence. We have a comment. Oh, hey, Casey. It's to propel you into next level confidence. And this is a confidence that only comes from you doing the work that you're putting in to truly know yourself, to truly accept yourself, and to know that you're exactly who you're meant to be. You recognize the power in finding your voice and sharing your story. The next step, I talk about it all the time, y'all, is dedication over motivation. Motivation is only going to get you so far, right? Dedication takes you the rest of the way. And this is what conditions you to become the type of person that always walks in next level confidence, because you're activating your superpower. You're activating your unicorn power, and you recognize its beauty and you recognize its uniqueness. Hey, Mom. My mom's nickname for me is Boo Boy. Good morning. A challenge, though, presents itself when we don't recognize the beauty in our own unicorn story. For me, it took me so long to do because I was told that my story was bad or sinful or not to be talked about. So I wanted to hide that. I didn't want to walk in that. I wanted to hide it. But the next thing is what really, really helped me. And it's called the catch and switch. We often allow self-doubt and other negative self-talk to creep in. And those thought processes don't support us in walking in next level confidence. When this happens, you've got to catch that thought and switch it to a positive thought, an affirmative thought, and get into action. The thing is, you just have to do it, right? You have to put one foot in front of the other. If you're scared, you have to do it. If you're, dealing with imposter syndrome, you still have to do it. You have to take intentional, swift, and imperfect action, and you got to do it now. The thing about it is, my friends, I know I'm a unicorn, and I know you are too. You know you're different. You see it when you look in the mirror, when you speak, when you walk, when you interact with other people. You know that there is something different inside of you. Think about those things that are making you say, well, that you shouldn't share your story. And I guarantee you, if there's people in your circle that are telling you to not share your story, it's mainly because they don't want to own their part in your story. Sharing your story is just a one part of someone else's survival guide. And this is what we talk about in Evolve, which is my 5-week signature mentorship experience. It is important to understand the mindset behind why we choose not to share our stories and move through the process to feel confident, authentic, unashamed, and all unapologetic by finding and sharing your voice. Friends, really quick, I have 4 pillars of my program. These are my promises to you by working with me. I'm going to show you how to unleash your unicorn power. I'm going to show you how to stand out and shine. I'm going to show you how to own your story. And I'm going to show you how to walk in next level confidence. That's my promise to you. Friends, you know you're a unicorn. It's time to unleash your power together. Now, listen, I am running a special this weekend on the Signature Mentorship Program. We start in 2 weeks on August 3rd. And normally the price is $5.99, okay? But I'm giving a 15% discount if you sign up by Sunday. So if you want to enroll, the link is scrolling around the bottom of the screen. It's bit.ly/ready to evolve now. You're going to click there and you can reserve your spot. We start in 2 weeks, and I would love for you to participate in this amazing experience. Great question. How do you share your story when you're not sure what your story is? That's a great question. And I feel like if you feel like you don't know what your story is, sometimes that's not necessarily true. Maybe it's that we're not comfortable with sharing it, but we all, that you know that it's in there. You know that. And maybe working with a coach like me might help pull that out of you. But to answer your question, Robert, it's in there. And the fact that you're even asking that question, that shows me that you know that it's there. And it's time. It's time for you. So friends, I want to thank you for supporting Sassy Assy Saturdays for the last year. We're moving on to different and bigger things. And I ask that you just continue to support me. Again, we have What's the LGBT on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. This Wednesday, we're talking about the T in LGBT. So I've got my special guests, Elena, Nick, DJ, and Crystal. Tune in. You're not going to want to miss it. All right, friends, you already know who it is. But until Wednesday, it's your best friend, your good Judy, your next door neighbor, your niece, your cousin, your nephew, and most recently, your great auntie. Y'all be well. And remember, like I always tell you, you're the shit. Now get out and act like it.